attention around the league. Reports says that Aubrey is set to become a restricted free agent in March, which means the Cowboys must act carefully if they want to keep him on the team for a long time. According to recent reports, the Cowboys have already made a historic offer to Brandon Aubrey. The team is willing to give him a contract that would make him the highest paid kicker in National Football League history. This shows how much the organization values his performance and consistency over the past few seasons. However, Aubrey's agent is reportedly asking for the even larger deal, closer to $10 million per year. That number is significantly higher than the current record for kickers, which was set by Harrison Butker of the Kansas City Chiefs at about $6.4 million annually. This difference in contract expectations has caused negotiations to continue for months without the final agreement. Cowboys Executive Vice President Stephen Jones confirmed that the team has been in discussion with the Aubrey since before the season even started. He explained that it has been a long journey, and although both sides want a deal, they have not yet reached a number this satisfies everyone. Still, the Cowboys clearly want to keep Aubrey and finish the deal as soon as possible. The timing of this situation is extremely important. Free agency is scheduled to open in March 11. And if the Cowboys do not agree on long-term contract before that date, there is a risk that other teams could try to sign Brandon Aubrey. Even if true, he is a restricted free agent, other franchises could still present strong offers that force Dallas to match or make a difficult decision. That is why securing an extension before free agency begins would remove a major risk for the Cowboys' off-season plans. Even if the two sides do not finalize a long-term extension, the Cowboys still have several options to keep Aubrey in Dallas for at least 2026 season. One option is placing a one-year tender on him as a restricted free agent. A first-round tender, which is estimated to be around $8.02 million, would make it very difficult for another team to steal him away. Any team that tries to sign him would have to give up major compensation, which discourage most potential suitors. Originally, the franchise tag could have been another tool for the Cowboys, but team has already indicated that they plan to use the franchise tag on wide receiver George Pickens. Because of the decision, that must rely more heavily on restricted free agents rules and contract negotiation to secure Aubrey's future. This adds even more pressure to reach an agreement quickly. Looking at his on-field performance, it is very easy to understand why Brandon Aubrey is asking for a record-breaking contract. During the 2025 season, he has successfully made 36 of his 42 field goals attempts. That give him an impressive success rate of the 85.7%. He is also made a season-long kicker of the 64 yards, showing his incredible leg strength and accuracy under pressure. One of the most historic moments of his season came on December 4 against the Detroit Lions. In that game, Brandon Aubrey became a first player in NFL League's history to make 3 field goals from the 55 yards. or longer in a single game. That type of the performance is extremely rare and highlights just how special he has been since joining the Cowboys. Even more impressive, Aubrey now holds the National Football League career records for the field goals for the 60 yards or more with the 6 successful kicks from that distance. This record shows that he is not just consistent or normal kicks, but also elite when it comes to long-distance attempts that can change the outcome of the games. For a team like the Dallas Cowboys, having a kicker who can score more long range is a major strategic advantage. His individual awards also support his value. The 2025 season marked the third straight year that Aubrey earned All-Pro honors to begin his career. He received second-team All-Pro selection in the last 2 seasons and was named a first-team All-Pro as rookie in 2023. That level of success early in a career is extremely rare for any kicker in the league. From the Cowboys' perspective, keeping Aubrey is not just about special teams. It is about maintaining stability, confidence, and clutch scoring ability in higher pressure moments. Close games in NFL are often decided by field goals, and losing an elite kicker could cost the team wins during the regular season and even in the playoff. Financially, this situation could also reset the market for the kickers across the entire league. If Aubrey signs a deal near to the $10 million per year, future elite kickers will be likely to use that contract as a benchmark during their own negotiations. This makes the decision even more significant, not only for the Dallas, but for the league as a whole. There is also a psychological factor involved. By offering a historical contract, the Cowboys are sending a message that they believe Aubrey is a cornerstone player, not just a specialist. That level of respect can strengthen the relationship between the player and the organization, but only if both sides eventually agree on fair contract terms. As the deadline approaches, fans and analysts will continue to watch this situation closely. The Cowboys must balance their salary cap, other roster needs, and long-term planning while also making sure they do not lose one of the most productive kickers in the game. Meanwhile, Aubrey and his agent will continue to push for the contract that reflects his elite production, the record-breaking achievement. In the end, negotiation could become one of the most interesting off-season stories for the Cowboys. If they score Aubrey with the long-term deal, it will confirm their commitment to keep top talents. If negotiations fail, the team could face unexpected challenges heading into the new season. Either way, the outcome of these talks will play a major role in shaping the Cowboys, where they won only 7 games and finished third in the NFC East. The team is now preparing for a major comeback in the 2026. The front office has created $66 million in salary cap space. This happened after restructuring the contracts of the quarterback Dak Prescott, a wide receiver CeeDee Lamb, and guard Tyler Smith. That is a huge amount of the money. And when owner Jerry Jones says that the team plans is to spend more in free agents than ever before, you know something big is coming. Last season was frustrating for fans. The Cowboys had one of the most explosive offenses in the National Football League, but defense struggled badly. The team missed the playoffs. Expectations are much higher this year. If Dallas want to compete for the championship, they must fix the defense. With this new financial flexibility, they have several blockbuster options. One possible move is trading for safety Minkah Fitzpatrick from the Miami Dolphins. Fitzpatrick is the veteran who has proven himself at highest level. He recorded 59 tackles and 1 interception last season. Early in his career, he was selected to the Pro Bowl 3 times in a row, and even though he is 29 years old, carries a large contract and he could be available for the reasonable trade price. The Cowboys' secondary needs leadership and experience. Fitzpatrick has played in multiple systems and understands complex defensive scheme. With a new installing a new system, having a smart veteran safety could make a big difference. When Fitzpatrick may not be in his absolute prime anymore, he can still contribute and help young players to grow. Another option is signing safety Lady Blankenship from the Philadelphia Eagles. Blankenship is only 26 years old and still improving. Last season he recorded 53 tackles and 1 interception. Just 1 year early, he had 4 interceptions. He also played an important role in Philadelphia's Super Bowl run. Blankenship would not only strengthen the secondary, but is already familiar with the Christian Parker coaching style. That familiarity could help the defense adjust faster. Taking a key player from the division rival would also send a strong message inside of the NFC East. Blankenship could be the smart long-term investment for the Dallas. If the Cowboys want to improve their pass rush, they could target edge rush beyond May from the City Hawk. Murphy has recorded 20 sacks over 4 seasons. While his sack numbers dipped slightly last year, his pressure rate was the best of his career. He's consistent disrupt opposing quarterbacks. Murphy is still young and durable. In Texas, there is no state income tax, which can be attractive for the free agents. Dallas could offer him a larger role and long-term contract. He may not be the biggest name available, but he has strong upsides and could thrive in the now more aggressive defense scheme. If Cowboys want a proven superstar, they could pursue edge rusher Trey Hendrickson from the Cincinnati Bengals. Hendrickson led the entire NFL with the 70.5 sacks in 2024. He is 4-time Pro Bowl player and finished second in the Defensive Player of the Year voting. There are some concerns. Hendrickson is 31 years old and dealt with the core